In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the American Amicable Final Expense products, and we'll show you 6 reasons that you could absolutely lead with them, well, for Final Expense Telesales, and why, as of today, they have become my favorite #1 insurance carrier for selling Final Expense over the phone. First, we're going to talk about the application process, but before we get into that, this is like the perfect time to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe. We're putting out new insurance training content every week, and guys, if you hang around all the way until the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the Overcoming Objections super file. This thing is pretty awesome. It has scripts on overcoming objections while calling to set appointments, door knocking leads, and even for when the client gives you like some kind of excuse, when you go to close the sale, they don't want to buy for one reason or another. As far as the telesales application process is concerned, American Amicable definitely has like one of the best and probably the easiest process out there. The first thing you do is log into the Agent Marketing Sales Portal. Then you want to click where it says Mobile Business Tools. Then you click on Mobile Application. You got to log in there. And then you click on New Application. You pick Senior Choice for people between 50 and 85 years old, or you pick Family Choice for the folks under 50 years old. And then you simply start the application. The American Amicable application is only going to take around, I want to say around 12 to maybe 15 minutes to complete. And this is assuming that you've, maybe ran through it a couple of times. Your first time, it might take a little bit longer. Once you've completed the application, it gives you 2 options for the signature. And what I would say to do is simply make your 3-way call, hit the button for that into American Amicable, and you record yourself reading the voice signature approval. Make sure the client is prepared to accept that as their signature, and voila, you're done. Fast and easy. And of course, there is a second option. You can also send them an email so that they can log into their email and then basically do a signature there, an e-signature. Guys, it didn't used to be this easy. They recently changed it. I love that you no longer have to depend on an American Amicable representative to ask your client all the questions through a phone interview, the way that they used to do. And that was the old process. To me, it just makes so much sense that they allow you, the agent, to self-record the voice application, which, well, therefore, makes it a lot easier for both you and the client. The second thing that they have that I really, really, really love is their live chat feature. This is pretty cool. You just click where it says live chat, and then you pick a department. For me, well, I look at it like it's like the perfect way for new agents who maybe need help with underwriting and underwriting assessment, because they can actually chat with the live underwriter. They can also chat with like agent contracting, commissions, new business, marketing, and even check with customer service like about policies that you've already sold, and more. The third feature that American Amicable has is that they will allow you, the agent, to actually redate the application within the first 90 days of the insured having the coverage. So this is pretty cool because think about it. If there's like an issue with that first draft, it's no problem. You simply redate the application for a different day, problem solved. Most companies are going to allow you to redate an application, right? That's normal. However, American Amicable actually allows you, the agent, to do this without having to get a signature from the client or having to get the client back on the phone. They actually trust the agent. They believe in you guys. This is just smart for business retention and should pretty much, in my opinion, be standard for all the insurance companies. #4, not only does American Amicable have true Social Security billing, but it is my opinion that they do this better than any other company. Period. My agency persistence with American Amicable is actually higher than it is with any other carrier that we use. And to me, I think it's partially because, well, I get the feeling like they actually draft the monthly premium from the client's bank within like a couple of hours of when Social Security deposits the money into their account, like in the middle of the night. And FYI, true Social Security billing means that if the client receives their money on, let's say, the 3rd, for example, and the 3rd actually falls on like a holiday or a weekend, instead of waiting until after the weekend, like Mutual of Omaha, they will actually draft the payment before the 3rd on the exact day that Social Security deposits the money into the client's checking account. Yeah, that's correct, guys. You did hear me right. If the day the Social Security recipient is, like supposed to get their money falls on a weekend or a holiday, they will actually get their money put into the checking account from Social Security on the business day prior to that weekend or holiday. This is super important for low income and fixed income seniors because they often tend to take most of their money out of their checking account on the exact same day that they receive their monthly benefits. Therefore, American Amicable will actually draft that payment within a couple of hours. I'm telling you, it's like in the middle of the night that they're doing it, before the client can mistakenly take out all of their money from the bank, that's especially the money that's supposed to be there for the important burial life insurance. The 5th thing that I absolutely love about their Final Expense product is that they give you an option to automatically lower the face amount to match the quoted monthly premium, and this is important, in the event where the client doesn't actually qualify for the benefit that you're quoting them or that you're trying to get them approved for. So basically what happens is if you apply for level and they are only going to be able to be approved for graded or modified, American Amicable is going to lower the face amount to match the monthly premium, and that way you don't need to worry about an amendment. So again, you simply check the box that says something like, check here if you are willing to accept any plan for which you qualify for based on this application. And by checking that box, you won't need an endorsement from the client or a signed amendment in the event where your client doesn't qualify for the quoted benefit. But they will qualify for, a benefit other than applied for. And the 6th and final thing that I really like about this carrier is how their rates are pretty darn competitive. Their level benefit is never going to be the cheapest. Let's just be clear about that. It's actually priced kind of down the middle compared to all the other companies, at least. Now, where they really compete is with their graded benefit and their modified benefit. And here's the thing that's really cool. They're super niche is how competitive they are with tobacco rates. And guys, if you're thinking, well, that's nice that they're graded, they're modified, and their tobacco rates are competitive, but it doesn't really help me so much, because their level is kind of priced in the middle. Guys, you're looking at this all wrong, trust me. People that tend to buy over the phone usually do so because they don't see the need for a face-to-face meeting in person with like a life insurance agent. If you're good at your job and you're talented at selling over the phone, your client isn't going to drop the policy you sell them for another one that's maybe going to save them, I don't know, like a few bucks a month, if they speak with another agent. To have to cancel the insurance that you sold them only to apply for a different policy usually just isn't worth it anyways. I mean, it's a lot of hassle. So, think about it. Are they going to cancel that? I don't think so. And besides that, American Amicable does not make it super easy for them to cancel. The client will actually have to jump through some serious hoops to make that happen. Now, because American Amicable actually has one final expense product for people that are 50 to 80 years old, and another one for people that are like 49 and younger, you can insure most people that you actually meet that are between the ages of like 0 and 85 years old. With the American Amicable Final Expense product, you can insure face amounts as low as $2,000 and as high as like $35,000. The plan does come with 2 no-cost riders, the Terminal Illness Accelerated Death Benefit Rider and the Confined Care Accelerated Benefit Rider. For an additional fee, for a few bucks more, you can add like the Grandchild Rider, Nursing Home Waiver of Premium Rider, children's insurance agreement, and the accidental death benefit rider. And you add in the fact that they have a variety of like term life and universal life products, and now you can see how I consider American Amicable to be, well, how do I say this, as close to a one-stop shop for life insurance as it gets, and why I also consider American Amicable to be my #1 final expense telesales carrier, and why you should probably consider, well, at least consider leading with them too. For a copy of the Overcoming Objections super file that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information on selling final expense and other life insurance products, along with like Medicare Advantage, as a completely independent insurance agent, just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get on that phone and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.